Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Nagi, Ayurveda and Medicine Doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video I am going to talk about what are the things that person should avoid if he has gas in his stomach. Like I mentioned in the previous videos, this gas in the stomach is such a big problem, and many people ask me what are the things that we should avoid, and unknowingly they are having those things, just keeping this thing in mind that if they take this medicine, this gas problem will resolve. So first and foremost thing, if you want to get rid of gas, please avoid overuse of this omeprazole or pantoprazole, because if you make this omeprazole and pantoprazole as a habit and you are taking these medicines no matter what in the empty stomach, then what will happen, your body will become habitual. Anyway gas will form, and these are just proton pump inhibitors which are not removing the cause of gas, but just they are somehow giving you a feeling like there is no gas in the system. So it is not a permanent solution. I am not saying this like you just tomorrow onwards I will stop these medicines, it is not like that. But before stopping these but also don't make it a regular habit, like whole life you have to take these proton pump inhibitors or pantoprazole or omeprazole, because just popping a pill is no solution for gas. You need to change the basic cause, the root cause, which is the main cause for forming gas in the system. And according to Ayurveda, the most common cause of having gas into the system is having white flour. When you eat white flour, it causes extreme dryness in your intestines. When I am saying white flour, it is the fine flour which has been taken out, from which fiber has been taken out totally, and it is just the fine flour which is extremely tasty. If you eat it, it is extremely tasty, but it is not at all good for your intestine. Especially in Western countries, what people are doing, they are just removing all the fiber from the flour just to make it super fine, and assuming like the finest form, assuming that the finest form of the flour is best for your intestine. But this is the finest form of the flour according to Ayurveda. It is not at all good for your intestine because it enhances the vata or dryness in your intestine, and this dryness is responsible for formation of the gas because there is no lubrication in the intestine. So it is very, very important, like if you are feeding your children, please try to avoid fine flour. Give children wholesome diet. As you know, Ayurveda is a big supporter of wholesome diet, like they use grain as a whole with fiber, because if when you are eating this flour with fiber, fiber knows not to stick to the intestine. If it is very fine, it could stick to the intestine and cause roughness in intestines, and then absorption of the food will not happen properly. Then movement of the peristaltic movement get affected, because you know these fine particles it stick to the intestine, and your stomach don't go through proper cleaning. That's why in Ayurveda there is a trend of having a wholesome diet, that full grain diet, because nature knows how much flour you should eat and how much fiber you should eat. So nature formed these grains as a full whole. So you need to take full grain flour for the health of your intestines, because nature knows best what is needed for our stomach. So this is one of the most common cause that causes gas in the stomach. If you have gas problems in the stomach, please try to avoid white flour in your daily routine. Once in a while, sometimes if you want to have some snack, it's fine, but don't make it a regular habit, like every morning you have to get up and you have to eat something made up of white flour. That is not at all a healthy habit. Next thing which is responsible for extreme gas in the system is tea and coffee. So once somebody is taking tea throughout the day, it's fine, but there is a proper way of having tea. Don't take tea empty stomach, because empty stomach, when you take tea, as you know, tea leaves, they are responsible for dryness in the intestine. That's why in Ayurveda, if you take orthodox this natural teas, the same tea that you drink in London, you know, that kind of tea, we always add milk in it, so that to remove the dry element of the tea. So, if you are taking black coffee, which is extremely dry, or black tea, it causes excessive dryness in your intestines. As you know, tea leaves or coffee seeds, they are dry by nature. So, they enhance the dryness in your intestine if your intestines are weak. So, in these cases, if you have gas problem, try to avoid having tea. And if you want to have tea, like some people are liking the taste of the tea, because at some places it also works as very nice nerve relaxant, and it relaxes people, people enjoy having tea. So, I am not saying to totally stop it, but when you are going to have tea, don't take it empty stomach. You make sure like you have your food. After 1 hour of having food, you can have tea or coffee if you want during the day. At night, always I say it's not so good to have coffee late at night, but whenever you want to have something warm, make sure you have full stomach, so that the dryness that is caused by tea or coffee, that will not impact your intestines. Next precaution is, if you are eating legumes, as you know, all legumes are excessively vata prone. So, it is very, very important, all those people who have vata problem, make sure your legumes, they should be well cooked, they should be properly cooked. If your legumes will be undercooked, it will cause excessive gas in the stomach. And it is very, very important, if you are eating legumes, add little bit of asafoetida if it is possible for you and it well suited to you, or garlic, because garlic and asafoetida both have this quality to remove the vata from the legumes. That is why in Indian cooking, most of the legumes are cooked with garlic. So, garlic, I know from yoga perspective, garlic is considered a tamasic food, but if you see from health perspective, this garlic can remove the excessive vata aggravating factor that is present in legumes, and this garlic can remove it very effectively. I am not saying use excess of garlic, but 1 twig of garlic you can boil with the dals, and it would be good for your health. Though legumes are extremely important, because all those people who are not eating meat, legume is the only source to have good protein, and it is extremely nourishing food for your body and extremely sattvic. But at the same time, if make sure the legumes should be very well cooked, and even if you are not using garlic, make sure the legumes should be very well cooked, because if it is undercooked, it will cause excessive gas in your system. Next thing which you need to avoid if you have gas in the stomach, avoid all the things that you take from refrigerator. This is a very common practice, that we cook something and we keep in refrigerator and then we reheat it or reuse it. So, these kind of things if you do, it will also aggravate the dryness in the system, and ultimately it will lead to unnecessary formation of gas. So, all those people who have gas problems, try to have meals every time freshly cooked, and try to consume meal when it is warm, because then it will be well suited and well digested by your system. At the same time, all the foods which are canned or packet food, try to avoid these food, because these foods also cause excessive dryness in your intestine, and ultimately it will cause the formation of gas in your lower stomach. In addition to that, among vegetables, if you ask like which vegetable you need to avoid, you try to avoid brinjal, that is also known as eggplant, that is purple colored plant. This this brinjal cause excessive gas in the stomach. So, all those people who have gas problems, try to avoid brinjal, and in Ayurveda it is just clearly been mentioned, it is extremely vatakarak, means excessive vata causing vegetables. So, all those who are prone to gas formation in the stomach, make sure never ever eat this eggplant, because it will cause stomach pain or excessive gas formation in your intestines. In addition to that, all the things like ice cream. Ice cream is also extremely cold in temperature and very hot in potency when you eat it. So, this is also one of the reasons of gas formation. It is very important, like all those people who have gas problems, try to avoid ice cream and all the freeze things, because they are precursor for formation of gas in your system. Also try to avoid extreme cold water, that is chilled water or chilled drinks, or all soft drinks or hard drinks, whichever is chilled, try to avoid it. Soft drinks in the name of, no need to mention names, everybody knows all those soft drinks whose pH is acidic, that is less than 7, that is not good for your health. So, try to avoid all those things. Try to have fresh juice from fruits, because that is good for your health and that is easily digestible. Increase the intake of fruits and raw and salads, that will be extremely helpful. But at the same time, if you have low digestive fire, if your digestion is not well, try to have more cooked food and less raw food. But fruits you can have, because fruits can get easily digested. But when it comes to raw food like salads and uncooked food, try to avoid it. Try to have well cooked food, because if your digestive fire is less, well cooked food will nourishes you well. So, these are the things which you need to avoid when it comes to gas. Also try to make your dinacharya, that is daily regime, proper, and try to have food according to your body type. Mostly when person is Vata body type, there is a different kind of protocol that they need to follow. If you want to know which body type you belong to, there is a link below. You can click on that link and you can figure out your body type. So, I hope this video will be helpful for all of you. Don't take water immediately after having food, that will also cause bloating and gas in the stomach. So, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to write down the questions. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. Also, if you are watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. So, you can click the subscription button and you can hit the bell icon, so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. You can click the join button and you can support us. So, that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care, bye, take care.